Gallery of Giggling Ghosts. So, welcome to the epilogue of the Quiet Man series. For the 8 weeks, I was recording an episode a day, all based on the chapters from my book, Listening, Laughing and Learning. 54 chapters, 54 episodes of the Quiet Man series. And I promised you when I posted episode 54 just a couple of weeks ago that there would be an epilogue. Well, here I am. A Gallery of Giggling Ghosts. Sometimes you've got to get to the end to understand what it's all about. And when I finished the book, I was on my early morning walk, as per usual, and it just struck me. I realised, that's what the book's about. It's all about responsibility, self-responsibility. And as I had that thought, I could suddenly hear a gallery of giggling ghosts. And they were saying, ha 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 ha, have you heard what Neil's just done? Neil's just written a book. Neil has written a book all about responsibility. And there was this ripple of laughter. Because if you've been following me through this whole series, you'd find and you'd know that responsibility was something that I certainly struggled with in my formative years. But here I was, at the end of this long process, moving into that next cycle of life about leadership, and finally realising responsibility is absolutely critical. Now, I'm not setting myself up as the paragon of self-responsibility, because I'm certainly not a saint when it comes to that. But I see responsibility, self-responsibility, as being the crux issue right now in society, in businesses. It is the crux issue. And if you go back to my 3 spaces model, if you cannot take responsibility, if you cannot stand on your own 2 feet, you will never ever leave the world of dependency and move into the space of independence where you can make things happen and you can create something for yourself. It's just like that Maltese breaststroke that my father talked about. Give it to me, give it to me. So I do see self-responsibility as being absolutely vital if we are to sort out the issues that are going on in society and the world. Now, self-responsibility, the moment somebody takes the decision to stand on their own 2 feet, to move towards being an independent person, they are actually exercising their sense of will. And they're giving up that whole world of blame and excuses. Because people that stand on their own 2 feet in that world of independence, they've exerted their will, they've taken responsibility, they're no longer blaming other people for where they're at in the world. There was a great quote by George Bernard Shaw. He said, people are always blaming their circumstances for where they are. I don't believe in circumstances, because the person that gets on in this world is the person that goes out and looks for the circumstances they want. If they can't find them, they make them. So exercising your will, taking responsibility, letting go of blame, dropping all the excuses that people carry around in their little bags. You see them walking down the street, bags full of excuses. Just drop it, move on, take responsibility, and join the Gallery of Giggling Ghosts up there laughing at me because I've finally written a book about self-responsibility. I'm going to leave this whole series with one thing, something that JFK said. Kennedy said, and I don't know what year it was, he said, ask not what this nation can do for you, but what you can do for your nation. That is taking responsibility. And right now, I'm just going to leave you a teaser. I'm working with somebody right now on developing something called the People's Poll. And what the People's Poll is going to be about, it's going to go out there and it's going to poll everybody we can get in contact with to find out what this government, what this executive needs to do to take Britain further forward. So watch out for that, the people's poll. And hold the thought, ask not what this nation can do for you, but what you can do for the nation. And I think it's time for people to stand up, exert their will, and start telling the executive what to do with this nation instead of expecting the government to give us all the answers. I'm going to leave it there. Self-responsibility, join the Giggling Ghosts, and the People's Poll. Watch this space on that. Thank you very much for listening to the Quiet Man series. If you've liked this epilogue, give it the thumbs up, share it with your friends, please make comments, and buy the book, Listening, Laughing and Learning by Neil Tuson. I thank you very much for listening to me through all these episodes. Thank you.